such a difficult pitch to hit right there. It's 99 mile an hour up and in. First of all, the lefties don't like the ball up. Most lefties like the ball down and in. You can just see Valdez right there understanding he has no space whatsoever to get to that ball. But that ball is obviously over the plate. Just a great pitch.
And Brian Reynolds doubled off Green, hit the ball well to right center his first time. That was on a fastball. And it was shortly after, as you observed in the moment, he called timeout, trying to disrupt Green's rhythm.
Yeah, that's right.
When Terry Francona today was asked about the idea of sweeping.
Low count will work out. Here's the 2-0 pitch. And a swing and a miss. 100 right over the outside corner. 2-ball, 1-strike count. And now Reynolds will step out of the box. He'll call timeout. When Reynolds calls timeout, he gets his money's worth. I mean, he is out of the box, getting redressed over there. The pitch. Check swing on a breaking ball, and it's 3-1 now to the Pirates' designated hitter on this afternoon. Reynolds ready. Green delivers. Fastball popped up and foul down the third base line. It'll be in the seats and out of play. So back to a 3-2 pitch. Green eyeballing wins. Now here he comes. And a line drive into left field. It is right into the glove of Gavin Lux. 2 down. Nice comeback from Hunter Green from the 2-0 count. And that'll bring O'Neill Cruz to the plate. Cruz walked his first time up with Reynolds standing at second base. And there were no particular pitches that were really even close. Backdoor slider, and that one's right on the money. Boy, that started over in the right-handed hitter's batter's box and just snapped back to the outside edge. The 0-1 from Green. Slider down and in. Cruz lays off. It's a 1-ball, 1-strike count. And this fella has got some big power. The Pirates moved him from shortstop into center field, and he swings right through a high heater at 100. He was a little tardy on that one. 1-ball, 2-strike count. Green turns it loose. Backdoor slider, and it just misses. Actually, that may have been a split finger, but it just missed off the outside edge.
He thought he had it.
Count even across the board. And a.
Here's Betts hitting a fly ball to left center field. Green to the track, to the wall. Gone! Got just enough! And here in the 8th, the Dodgers have just enough. One left field and turns out the lights. He rings the bell with a 3-run walk-off home run. Gold that blew heaven on earth. Dodgers up 2-0, and the batter is Tommy Edman. That ball is crushed in the air to left field. Did he get under it, or did he get enough? He got enough. And it's Tommy Tanks with the first home run in Tokyo. Yeah, the first home run of the 25 campaign comes from 25. Well, it was a big-time swing for 2 strikes. Tommy Edman looking like a cleanup man up there.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lost one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! Back to back. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes! See ya! Back to back to back. 3-0 Yankees.
William is one of millions of Americans who uses GoodRx to save on the cost of their prescriptions.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on 5 different medications. It adds up at the end of the month. Me and the pharmacist got so tight. She said, GoodRx save you a lot of money. Saving that extra $200-300 a month. We're able to do all these extra activities, so it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Download the free app or visit GoodRx.com and start saving today. GoodRx user compensated for their time. GoodRx is not insurance, but can be used instead of insurance.
You've got something to say, and Eddie and Rocky want to hear it. Tomorrow at 3 on 700 WLW.
Noelvi Marte leads things off here in the bottom of 3. First pitch, foul ball. Back behind the Reds dugout. It's out of play, and it's a no ball, 1 strike count. Marte started last night's ball game. He was 1 for 4, hitting in the number 6 spot behind Candelario. Came around to score a run as well. 0-1 pitch from Mlodzinski, and it just misses the inside edge. Well, that would have been tough to slide a piece of paper between that and the strike zone on that pitch. It's a 1 ball, 1 strike count. Mlodzinski back to the plate, swing and a miss. Fastball a little further inside, and this time Marte takes a swing at it. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Marte calls timeout. He's out of the box momentarily. Now he'll step back in, and the Pirate right-hander will come set. The pitch. Breaking ball lifted high into the air down the right field line. 3 fielders converge, and it'll be Canario that comes up with it, the right fielder, as he avoids a collision with both Valdez and Rodriguez racing down the right field line. 1 down for Austin Wynns. I mean, realistically, you want your right fielder to be able to catch that ball, but a lot of times if they're shaded at all towards right center, they're not going to get there. I mean, that ball was up in the air for a good while, but it was in that Bermuda Triangle down the right field line. First pitch to Wynns is a strike over the outside corner as he quickly falls behind 0-1. Mlodzinski sets, he'll turn it loose. Breaking ball misses just a bit inside. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Mlodzinski sets immediately as if he is in the stretch position at the set. He does not pitch out of the windup at all. Fastball just off the outside edge, 2-1. He gets his grip. He'll toe the rubber. And then he comes to the set, just like he's pitching with runners on base. Now the Pirate righty back at the set. He'll turn it loose, and he misses upstairs. 3-1 here to the number 9 batter in the Reds order. T.J. Friedl waiting on deck. Reds had a leadoff double to begin the 2nd inning and did not move him over, did not get him in. 3-1 pitch coming. Strike over the outside edge. A slider. Good pitch on a 3-1 offering. And that'll run the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes here to the right-handed hitting Austin Wynns. Wynns doing the catching today, giving Trevino a day off, a check swing, and that is ball full. So down to first is the number 9 batter, and with 1 out and a runner aboard, we go back to the top of the Reds order. Here's T.J. Friedl.
Well, this is where it'll get interesting, because this is kind of that uncharted territory for Mlodzinski, having to figure out how to deal with guys a 2nd and 3rd time through the order.
Right-hander sets and to the plate, and he misses up and away.
And as you pointed out earlier, he didn't seem to have a whole lot of issue with that against the Cardinals his last time out. First time out against Tampa, different story.
1 ball, no strike count. Back to the plate, and that's going to miss outside, and it's 2-0. Well, he's gone fastball, changeup. That will draw a meeting on the mound with catcher Henry Davis. Third, well, the whole infield's coming in there. I'm not going to list all of them off for you. Some of them I'm not really sure if I can say their name correctly, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Might let my partner handle that one today.
Are you struggling with Isaiah Kiner-Falefa?
No, I can say his name.
Sure.
Well, Friedel is in a commanding count. It's 2-0 here to the Red center fielder. Wins really no threat to run at first base. And now I'm not sure what home plate umpire Dan Merzel's doing. Maybe resetting the clock. The pitch. That's outside, and it's 3-0. Well, the longer things go here in this inning for Mlodzinski, it seems like the deeper trouble he's getting himself into by not getting the ball over the plate. 3-0 to Friedel. And that's a strike over the inside corner. A fastball down and in. 3-ball, 1-strike count. Mlodzinski back to the set and to the plate. And it's popped up. Off to the left side. It's going to be in the seats and out of play. I don't think Wins will be running here.
No?
I don't think so. It's a 3-2 count. And you just got to hope Friedel makes contact. Mlodzinski sets. He'll pick to first as if Wins had 75 stolen bases on the year. That may have come from the dugout. Who knows? Pirate righty comes back to the set. Wins has his lead at first, and the pitch. And it's a ground ball over the head of the first baseman, and they call it a fair ball. Wow, what a break for the Reds. On to third is Wins. He will be held there. The throw in from Canario. That's a double for Friedel, his second of the year. And it's second and third for Santiago Espinal.
A high bouncing ball down the line, and now Derek Shelton's out. He wants an explanation on that.
Yeah, because the ball did not it landed. It was such a high bounder anyway. The last hop it took was probably a good 10, 12 feet in front of the first base bag towards home plate. And according to the crew chief, Mark Carlson, who was at first base, he said the ball went over the outside edge of the bag. And that's where we stand right now. Check swing by Espinal. He did not check in time. And it's a no ball. It's a no ball, 1-strike count. Infield in for the Pirates. Second and third. A grand opportunity for the Reds to score here. Breaking ball. That's a strike. A high slider right over the outside corner. And it's no balls and 2 strikes to Espinal.
Boy, this would be a great time for one of those little duck snorts over the infield, wouldn't it?
Mlodzinski holds and he'll turn it loose. Fastball up and away. 1 ball, 2-strike count. Well, I know all eyes are on Espinal because he's at the plate right now, but there's also another eye on the guy standing in the on-deck circle. That's De La Cruz. The 1-2 pitch, looping liner, right field. There's your duck snort. It'll drop right behind where the second baseman normally plays, and the Reds will score 2, and it's 2-0 Reds. Well, you called it, partner.
That's all you're looking for right there with the drawn in infield. Just dump something out there into shallow outfield anywhere. And that one happened to be in right center. Kind of a specialty spot for Espinal.
Now, Espinal does not strike out a whole lot. He figures out a way to put the ball in play most of the time when he's got runners on base. It's not that he's a home run threat, but he is an RBI threat, and he proves it right there. First pitch to De La Cruz will catch the outside corner. No ball, 1 strike count. Well, he struck out his first time up, and he'll take a split finger that bounces to the plate. That's the pitch that Mlodzinski is getting his grip on every time before he even toes the rubber. He starts his motion with the split finger in hand. And a backdoor breaking ball catches the outside corner, and he is ahead of Ellie at a 1 ball, 2 strike count. The pitch. Fouled at home plate. A lunging swing at that split finger, diving down and away, and Ellie just hit the top of it.
Well, I think that's probably a good result on that pitch because he had committed and he was way out in front. Just barely stayed back enough to make contact to stay alive.
Another 1-2 from Mlodzinski. Here it is. And it misses just off the inside corner. You can see Ellie slide the hips back out of the way, but it definitely missed in. 2 ball, 2 strike count. Mlodzinski will turn it loose, and he misses. Oh, he called him out on strike 3. A backdoor breaking ball. I thought that one had missed. It did not. 2 down.
Really pretty good pitch from Mlodzinski. Just a little floater that just barely came back and caught the edge.
It looked like it was going to hang outside, and I'm sure that's probably what Ellie thought as well. Here's Gavin Lux, who doubled his first time up. And he'll take a fastball that runs up and away. It's a 1 ball, no strike count. All the while standing at first base with 2 RBI. With a 2 RBI single is Espinal. Mlodzinski back to the plate, and he catches the inside corner with a fastball up and in. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Lux readies. Back to the plate. Mlodzinski swing and a miss. Good breaking ball. Took something off of that one. That's the pitch that he got De La Cruz on. And it's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. And the 1-2 down and in with a breaking ball this time from the Pirate right-hander. Hey, Mlodzinski has been able to move the ball around. Not only the slider down and in, he's used the backdoor breaking ball. We've seen several split fingers here in the early going that have had nice movement, and he's been able to locate his fastball. There's not a whole lot more you can ask of a pitcher. He got himself in trouble by walking the number 9 batter. There's a ground ball up the middle.
One. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one hop the wall. Dansby scores. Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. It's just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it, gets good extension.
O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again! The unstoppable opening day machine. Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive year on opening day. This out in Burnett Bay. Well, he's left-handed, and he hits this one with authority. That one is out of here. Juan Soto's first home run as a New York Met, a laser, and so many more to come in the next 15 years. Usually doesn't take long for Soto to hit his first home run with a new team. With the Yankees, it was his 3rd game. With the Mets, his 2nd.
Sometimes you got to let people know what neighborhood you're from. That ball is squared up.
to 23rd as part of a 4-day adventure with Croswell Tours. Explore Washington, D.C. and all its history. Visit gocroswell.com for details.
Andy Rodriguez leads off the Pirates' fourth inning, now with the Reds leading it 2-0. Hunter Green's back to work, and the third inning was by far his best inning so far today, although he hasn't allowed a Pirate run. They've threatened twice. But the Reds are up 2-0. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Green starts Rodriguez with a fastball. Now the 0-1 bounce to first. 2 hops to Candelario. He's got it. Flips it to Green at the bag. 1 down. All right, let's get the answer to today's trivia question. The series topic has been Reds Pirates trivia. Who is the only player to win a Rookie of the Year award as a Red who also played for the Pirates during his career? Is it A, Tommy Helms, B, Frank Robinson, or C, Chris Sabo? Alexander Canario swings through the first pitch, strike 1. We both said A, Tommy Helms, and it is in fact A, Tommy Helms. Helms who won the award as the Reds starting third baseman in 1966. The pitch fouled back and out of play, 0-2. Played for the Pirates in 1976 and part of the 1977 season. 0-2 on Canario. Nobody on, 1 man out. Green into his windup and back home with the 0-2 pitch. It's way off the plate outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Green has struck out 4 so far today. He's retired 6 straight. The pitch has popped into the air to right. Fading toward the line is Fraley. Nearing the line. The right fielder coming on will make the catch. 2 down here in the 4th inning. Western and Southern Financial Group wants to strike out cancer. Every time a Reds pitcher strikes out a batter, Western and Southern makes a donation to support cancer research in the greater Cincinnati area. When it comes to fighting cancer, we're all in this together. 2 outs for Adam Frazier. First pitch to Frazier, low and inside for ball 1. Frazier grounded out to the second baseman his first time up. Green had to work pretty hard through the first couple of innings. The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. So it would be tough for him to flirt with the complete game on this day, but he just seems to be getting better and better as he goes along. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. He just blew a fastball by him. Green ahead of the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Frazier using his timeout out of the box, now easing back in. Here's the right-hander's 1-2 pitch. Swinging a little tap foul right at home plate. Still a ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 on Frazier. He fouled that one off his foot, so he's taking a moment to gather himself. While he does, let's pause for ID on the Reds Radio Network.
A link found between maternal diabetes and children born with intellectual disabilities, autism, or ADHD. And we're tracking the next line of severe storms. Those stories and your forecast after the game on the home of the Reds, News Radio 700 WLW Cincinnati.
Green's 1-2 to Frazier, fouled off into the net above the Pirates' third base dugout. Still 1-2. Nobody on, 2 out. Reds are up 2-0. Pirates batting in the 4th inning. Wrap up of this 3-game series here at Great American Ballpark to kick off the homestand, the 1-2. And Frazier again swings and fouls it back. The Reds are off tomorrow, and then the Mariners come calling. 3-game series with Seattle, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday before the Reds head back out on the road. Again, the 1-2. Swing and Frazier gone.
Please welcome 2025 National Baseball Hall of Famer, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki. Wow. Great pitch, Ichiro. And congratulations on your well-deserved induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. We cannot wait to celebrate you all season long.
What is it that kind of got you hooked as a foodie, so to speak?
My dad was really into food when I was a kid. He traveled for work and he would go to places all over Europe and stuff. He was in sales and I feel like he would come home and try and cook the things he ate overseas. And so as a kid, I was exposed to a lot of like stuff that kids aren't usually exposed to, and so I credit my dad for that.
That one stroked deep to left center field. That's way back there, head of the wall. It is gone. Christian Campbell with his first major league home run. Absolutely destroys that one into the bullpen to tie the game 2-2.
1-0, gets one right down the middle. But this one here, he tries to get the ball in the air, and he drives it. This kid is strong. Kev, we talked about the hips, and keeping the hands back. He creates some torque. That thing got out quick.
Absolute tank, right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run.
Offers free, no pressure estimates, making it easier than ever to have new windows installed, giving you a more comfortable home. To schedule an appointment, visit WindowsPlusCincinnati.com.
After the game, we break it all down with a wrecking ball during extra innings on News Radio 700 WLW.
Reds come to bat here in the fourth inning. Up 2-0. Spencer Steer to get things started against the right-hander Carmen Mlodzinski. Here's the first pitch to Steer, up and in, and Steer twists out of the way of ball one. 1-0. Steer, Candelario, and Fraley do up for the Reds here in the fourth inning. Mlodzinski sets, and now the 1-0. Breaking ball is rolled over to the shortstop. Up with it is Chang, and he'll throw in time to first to get the out. One down here in the fourth inning. What's for dinner? Shop the Kroger app for appetizing ingredients and big game day savings like $600 in digital coupons and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. Kroger, fresh for everyone. First pitch to Candelario is in there for a called strike. It is 0-1 now on Candelario. Mlodzinski readies. Now the 0-1 pitch. And it's swung on and fouled off to the left side. No balls, 2 strikes on Candelario. Base is empty with 1 out. Reds are up by 2 batting in the fourth, and Mlodzinski sets and fires the 0-2 pitch. Candelario swings and misses. He's down on strikes for the second time today. That's 4 for Mlodzinski. And it'll bring up Jake Fraley. Well, we're coming to you today with some heavy hearts. We learned today of the passing of Reds Hall of Famer, legendary second baseman Tommy Helms. Thoughts and prayers go out to his family, and that's tough news to stomach today. This ball's 1-1.
That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one off the wall. Dansby scores. Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. It's just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it, gets good extension.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
Count is 0-2. Tied at 4 in the bottom of the 9th inning.
There's a swing and a line drive into the corner. Fair ball! A walk-off winner on opening day! Look at him come out of the dugout. It's the first walk-off in Marlins history on opening day, and it comes courtesy of Kyle Stowers.
How about that?
Indiana is a city on the rise. We are a dedicated community partner supporting local businesses, including exceptional educational opportunities and recreational outlets as an economic investment in quality of life experiences for our citizens and visitors. Visit thinklawrenceburg.com for more information.
This is 700 WLW.
Reds are up 2-0 as we go to the fifth inning. It'll be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. First pitch is in there for a called strike to Kiner-Falefa. The count is 0-1. He tripled with one out in the second, was stranded at third. Hunter Green's 0-1 pitch, and that's a strike called over the outside corner. Mentioned before the passing of Reds Hall of Famer Tommy Helms. His wife Kathy said that Tommy is a Red to the core. Kept his Reds hat on through his last days. Now strike three called. Down on strikes, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, one down. He was so proud to be in the Reds Hall of Fame and wore his red jacket with pride. Now Sung Chae Chang, and he takes it down low for ball one, 1-0. Kind of crazy. He was the answer to our trivia question today.
Yes, he was.
1-0 the count on Chang. The wind by Green, the 1-0 pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the left side. One ball and one strike. Nobody on, one man out. Green into his windup. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and it's up too high. Left-handed hitter at the plate. Chang waits. Here's the 2-1. Fouled back again. Tommy broke into the big leagues in '64 with the Reds. Only played a couple of games that year. Was the Rookie of the Year winner the next year in '65. He was an all-star twice. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes, Chang. Back-to-back strikeouts for Green. He has 6 today. Now Henry Davis. Of course, he was involved in that Joe Morgan trade after the '71 season. Sent to the Astros. Here's the first pitch to Henry Davis. Swung on and lined foul into the seats down the left field line. Spent parts of a couple seasons in a Pirates uniform and his last few games in the big leagues in '77 with Boston. 0-1 the count on Davis. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lifted high into the air on the right side of the infield. The second baseman is over there, and Espinal will make the catch. The side is retired. Green work.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back, Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go! Here we go! And he's in! Oh, my! We got a cycle!
First cycle since Mark Grace.
2-1. In the dirt.
Gets away. Here comes Hill. He's going to score. 3 wins, 3 walk-offs to start the season.
Kyle, you can't make this stuff up.
What a way to begin the season for the Marlins.
The first place Marlins.
And all the Pirates can do is tuck their tails and get out of town. What a start for this bunch led by Clayton McCullough. They don't care how they're going to win. They'll just find a way to do it.
Mustard has been a Reds game day favorite since 1905. If you're at the ballpark or watching from home, top off your hot dog, burger, or brat with Wilbur's Mustard.
Reds come to bat here in the bottom of the fifth inning, leading it 2-0. Noelvi Marte set to lead it off. It's 8-9-1 in the Reds' order. First pitch to Marte is low and inside for ball one. The bottom of the fifth is brought to you by Boone County Bourbon. Visit the gift shop for distillery-only limited releases and tours. Also, book your next event, wedding, meeting, or party at the Event Center. 1-0 pitch. A little bit too high. Marte ahead of the count, 2 balls, no strikes. He flew out on a shallow fly to right, leading off the Reds' third. Now the 2-0 pitch, and Marte takes down and in. He had a hit yesterday in his first start of the season, just called up a couple of days ago from AAA. He'd come on defensively in a game, but hadn't had an at-bat till yesterday and finished 1 for 4 with a run scored. 3-0 pitch is way outside, and Marte is aboard to begin the Reds' fifth. Now Austin Wynns will come to the plate.
Might see a bunt here.
And perhaps that's what Oscar Marine is going to the mound to talk to Majinski about right now. He's the Pirates pitching coach, and they'll have another full conference on the mound. Gives us a chance to go over today's scoreboard stumper. 5 National League MVP award winners in the 70s have been elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame. Do you know the 5 NL MVP recipients from the 70s that are in the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Joe Morgan.
Okay, there's 1.
Johnny Bench.
Yep, there's 2.
Now you gotta think about it.
Well, you've got 2 Pirates.
Willie Stargell.
1979 MVP. Austin Wynns bats, no sign of a bunt as he takes low for ball one. I always think of one of these guys as a manager. I didn't realize he was an MVP one year. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Wynns. He does show bunt here, pulls the bat back and watches a strike. 1-1. Very successful manager.
Joe Torre.
Bingo. That was too good of a hint. Here's the 1-1. There he goes. And the pitch is a strike. Throw to second. Not in time. Espinal swipes second. That's his, not Espinal, Marte. That's his first stolen base of the year.
Nice jump by Marte because Davis got rid of that ball rather quickly. It was a strong throw even though it was on a hop. But Marte got that jump off the pitcher Majinski. This puts the Reds in a whole lot better spot here. Now you are in a position, if you're Austin Wynns, especially with 2 strikes, you're just trying to get the ball to the right side of the infield and move the runner from second to third.
Majinski's ready, looks back to second. The pitch way off the plate outside with a breaking ball. 2-2 the count on Austin Wynns. Noelvi Marte down at second base.
Are these all National League MVPs?
Yes. Line drive over first into right, base hit. Marte to third, and he will be held there on the single to right by Austin Wynns. And now the Reds have him at the corners with nobody out, and back to the top of the order in T.J. Friedel.
Well, you know you've got a number 9 batter at the plate. He's hitting to the situation. With nobody out, you know he's going to try to hit to the right side. That's called not pitching to the situation because Majinski threw him a breaking ball for a strikeout over the plate. You just served that into right field, and that's exactly what Wynns did.
Now T.J. Friedel, the pitch. He takes up and away for ball one.
I mean, that's the point where you're throwing the ball 95-96. You just blow his bat up.
Majinski sets, and now he's home with the 1-0 to Friedel. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike. The outside corner, 1-1. So you have 1 left. newly minted Hall of Famer. Newly elected. The 1-1. Swinging a bouncing ball to first. Handled by the first baseman. They throw to second to get the out there. Friedel's going to beat out the return throw, and Marte will score from third. Boy, Indy Rodriguez looked home.
That was just a real weird play for Rodriguez.
And the Reds lead it 3-0. I think if he throws home, they've got Marte. And he looked at it. Well, they get the out of Wins at second base. The Reds basically just trade base runners. At first base, Friedel for Wins. Now 3-0 Reds, and here's Espinal. He grounds one right over the first base bag. Down the right field line, it hugs the sidewall. Friedel's around to third. Espinal slams on the brakes after a big turn at first. He has his second hit today, and the Reds are still at work here in the fifth. Back to the corners with one out.
Well, Canario got on that ball in a hurry. I thought that for sure was going to be a double and score Friedel from first. And he stopped that ball from getting down too deep down the right field line, and he came up with a laser throw to second base.
It's the second ball today that the Reds have hit right over the first base bag.
Well, that Canario might be a name you need to remember.
That's going to be.
Max Muncy in the air. Max Muncy traveling back towards the wall. See you later. How about your first big league hit as a homer? 6-0 A's, and Max Muncy, we got to get you that ball back.
Atta boy. Well, Max Muncy, Jenny, he's been hungry for that first one.
Not one person made eye contact. Now they're going to come for him.
And Cameron Meisner gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone. Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch, his first career home run. Meisner has ended this one in dramatic fashion. First pitch, bottom of the ninth, a walk-off home run. The pride of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Cameron Meisner.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lost one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! Back to back. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes! See ya! Back to back to back. 3-0 Yankees.
255 or text 4HOPE to 741-741. Visit ohiospf.org for more information and resources for help.
700 WLW.
Dave Park, there it is.
I knew once it clicked. Pirates have gone to their bullpen now. New pitcher inherits runners at first and third with one out as Ellie stands in. They'll turn him around and bat right-handed. He swings, loops it into short right center, falling quickly, and it's down. A base hit for De La Cruz. This will score Friedel from third. It's 4-0 Reds.
Joey Wentz is the new pitcher for the Pirates.
He throws one pitch to Ellie, and Ellie just deposits it in short right field, dropping it in for an RBI single. Espinal's up to second base. And there's runners at first and second. Still one out. And here's Gavin Lux. He grounded to short his last time up after a double in the second. Wentz brings it home. And the pitch to Lux is up and away for ball one. So the 5 NL MVPs of the 70s that have been elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame are Johnny Bench. He was MVP in 70 and 72. Joe Torre was the 71 MVP, the 1-0 off the plate outside. Joe Morgan won it in 75 and 76. Dave Parker won it in 78. Willie Stargell in 79. That was a good one. I like that one. 2-0 on Lux. 2-0 pitch. Oh, it froze him. It was a cutter. Lux started to kind of bail out of the way, but the pitch missed high. 3-0 now on Lux. Spencer Steer waiting on deck. Wentz sets ready. The 3-0 pitch. And he walked him. Missed outside, ball 4. And I'm sure that's not exactly how Derek Shelton wanted that to go. They wanted to turn around Ellie and then have him face the left-handed hitting Lux. He gives up the single to De La Cruz and now walks Lux to load the bases for the right-handed hitting Spencer Steer.
Steer's got to get the ball off the ground right here.
Bases drunk for Steer. He is 0 for 2 today. Couple of ground outs. Corners are tight. The pitch. Steer swings and fouls it back. Strike 1. They'll play for 2 up the middle. They'll come home if it's at the corners. Reds are up 4-0 and trying to blow this game wide open. First 2 runs were scored in the 3rd, and now the 0-1 pitch. Steer swings, pops it foul. First base side, it'll find the seats, and he's down to the count 0-2. If you're listening today on your car or truck radio, please remember to buckle your safety belt. This message brought to you by the Ohio Department of Public Safety. If you're not buckled up, what's holding you back? Oh, 0-2 the count on Steer. Wentz, a high hold, and the 0-2 pitch. A little bit too high with a fastball, and now it's a ball and 2 strikes. Wentz 1-1. He's on for the 7th time. He's allowed just 1 earned run over 9 innings. He's walked 2, struck out 9, and the 1-2 pitch. Steer takes way high and outside. And the count is level at 2-2.
You got a chance here with 1 out to just blow this game wide open. From Wentz's perspective, he's trying to get the ball on the ground and get a double play.
Now the 2-2. Too high, full count, 3-2. So it's gone from a no ball, 2 strike count on Steer to full at 3-2. Center fielder, very speedy. O'Neal Cruz is shaded slightly toward right center. Canario playing toward the line, off the line and left Frazier. 3-2 pitch to Steer. Swing and it's popped up. This will stay in play near the first base line. An infield fly rule is applied as Rodriguez makes the catch just inside the first base line. Steer's the 2nd out in the 5th, and now Jeimer Candelario will make his way to the plate as we pause for ID on the Reds Radio Network.
Sunny and warmer today, high in the mid-60s. Tonight, cloudy, not as cold, low near 50. Monday starts the work week in the 70s with severe weather a possibility. Listen for the latest from your severe weather station, News Radio 700 WLW, Cincinnati.
Bases loaded, 2 out. Jeimer Candelario standing in, and he bounces it foul, 3rd base side for strike 1. He has struck out both times he's been up today. 4-0 Reds, but a chance to do some serious damage. 2 already home in the inning. Bases loaded, 2 away, and the 0-1 pitch. Candelario lays off the cutter down on the outside corner, evening the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Get that great taste of the ballpark at home with JTM's Philly Kits and Fat Tire beer, cheese, and pretzels. Find these game day favorites in your grocer's freezer. JTM Food Group. Let's create great dishes together. Wentz deals the 1-1. Ripped foul down the left field line. He hit a bullet, but he was out in front of it. Now 1-2 on Candelario. Still 1-2. Espinal's the runner at 3rd base. De La Cruz at 2nd. Gavin Lux the runner at 1st. Now the 1-2 pitch to Candelario. Breaking ball in the dirt. He lays off and the count evens.
Well, you'll be kicking yourself if you don't add to your lead right here. You've had a couple of chances right here in the heart of your order.
Now the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a foul tip off the mask of the catcher. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. You let the Pirates off the hook here, they still feel like they're in it. Reds trying to deliver a knockout blow. Wentz retoes the slab, looks in, has the sign, readies, and here's the 2-2 pitch. Swinging a little tap over by the Pirates dugout. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes here on Candelario. Espinal, the runner at third base, still the starter Majinski's responsibility. Again, the 2-2 pitch to Candelario. In the dirt, he laid off the breaking ball down. Nice block by Davis. Holds the runners where they are, and now the count is full, 3-2, and everybody's going to be off on this pitch. The Reds and Reds Radio Network want to welcome Reds on Radio affiliate J Country 101 WPGW Radio from Portland, Indiana, here for today's game. There go the runners, and here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing, and this ball's in the air, left field, right.
I was in AAA, and right before the game, they said, no, you got to stop. You need to hurry up and go to Cincinnati. You're about to go play a game there. You got 45 minutes till the game starts. So I get in my car, and I start driving, and all I keep thinking about is, which jersey are they wearing that night? So when I get to the locker room, I see my jersey hung up, and love the white jerseys, just the stitching on it, the old school feel to it.
Traveling back towards the wall. See you later. How about your first big league hit as a homer? 6-0 A's, and Max Muncy, we got to get you that ball back.
Atta boy. Well, Max Muncy, Jenny, he's been hungry for that first one.
Not one person made eye contact. Now they're going to come for him.
Treat with news, guest laughs, and plenty of your calls.
Monday afternoon at 3
on 700 WLW.
Hunter Green back out for his 6th inning of work. Today's Toyota Tundra Home Run Challenge contestant, that would be Nancy Schulman from Blue Ash, Ohio. And if a home run hit by a Reds player during today's game hits the Toyota hit and win sign, that's located out in right center field. Well, Nancy, you'll win a brand new built in the USA 2025 Tundra. All courtesy of your Cincinnati and Northern Kentucky Toyota dealers.
And Manuel Valdez takes the first pitch up and away. Now Green's back in the zone with a strike on the inside corner to knees. Well, you think this might be the last inning for Hunter?
I do. And not because he's not throwing well, because he's throwing outstanding.
The 1-1, swing and a miss.
I just think after you have that kind of pressure on yourself physically, pitching into the 9th inning in a prior start.
1-2 pitch, just off the inside corner. He's gone there a lot. He's got him twice with fastballs on the inside corner. Valdez watches this one off the inside edge, and now Green's back at the plate with a 2-2. Swinging a bouncing ball to first. Candelario gloves it behind the bag, waves off the pitcher, and takes it himself. 1 out in the 6th.
I just think after you had that kind of push pitching into the 9th inning, all the emotions that are involved. I mean, you've seen several times today where Hunter's kind of taking that right arm and kind of moved his shoulder around a little bit. It's a cool afternoon. Give me your 6 and turn it over to the bullpen.
Brian Reynolds watches a backdoor slider for a called strike. It's 0-1.
Now that's just me talking. I'm just a broadcaster, you know.
I got you. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's a strike. Well thrown with the splitter. Counts 0-2.
But we do have a long way to go. And if you're going to get to where you would like to go, that guy on the mound today better be nice and fresh. And if you don't have 3 guys in the bullpen that can get this Pirates lineup out, you're in trouble anyway. That's how I look at it.
Here's the 0-2 to Reynolds. It is just off the outside corner. Slider away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Base is empty. 1 out. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a foul back.
That hit John down there?
I don't know. Couldn't tell if it went into their booth or if that was trying to wear out Joe Zerhusen down there.
Well, neither one of them are going to catch it.
No chance. The 1-2 pitch. A little bit low with the splitter. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Reynolds doubled in the first. He lined to left in the third. Batting here with nobody on. 1 out. The Reds are up 4-0. Hunter Green's 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Slider down. Reynolds is down on strikes. That's 7 for Green today. Mentioned it early that Hunter came into this game with a scoreless inning streak of 11 2/3 innings. He has gone 5 2/3 today to take that streak over 16 innings. Now over 17 innings. Here's the pitch to O'Neal Cruz, and it's in there for a called strike. Green kicks and fires. The pitch to O'Neal Cruz is just a little bit low and inside. 1 ball, 1 strike on O'Neal Cruz. Green into his windup, the 1-1, down and in. 2-1. Green's allowed just 2 hits today. They were in the first couple of innings. Backdoor breaking ball and a good one there to O'Neal Cruz for a called strike. Count is even at 2-2. The pitch. Cruz fouls it left side. Green has retired 13 in a row since the 1-out triple by Isaiah Kiner-Falefa back in the 2nd inning. Nobody's reached since. Green has walked only 1 today, and he has struck out 7. Big breath, and now the 2-2 pitch. Right on the outside corner, fastball at 100, strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts.
Meisner gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone! Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch, his first career home run. Meisner has ended this one in dramatic fashion. First pitch, bottom of the 9th, a walk-off home run. The pride of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Cameron Meisner.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
To help you make the most of your money. I'm Laura Maxwell, and I'm a dedicated Fidelity advisor. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC, member NYSE, SIPC.
In business, connectivity is key. Encore's managed IT services optimize your infrastructure. From AI-driven networks to reliable data center solutions. Empower your team to collaborate seamlessly anytime, anywhere. Visit Encore.tech.
This is the home of the Reds, 700 WLW.
New pitcher for the Pirates, right-hander Justin Lawrence. Lawrence, the sidewinder, coming on for his 7th time, 1-0 with a 1.35 ERA.
Reds still trying to play add-on, up 4-0 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Hunter Green has been brilliant today again. Here's the pitch to Fraley. Side armor fires it in there for a called strike. The count is 0-1. Fraley's 0 for 2. He's flied to right, also lined to center. Left-handed hitter, right-handed pitcher. Lawrence from the belt to the plate, his 0-1. Swing and a miss. 0-2 on Fraley. Reds fans, start this season with 4 new tires from your local Ford dealer and 4 free tickets to see the Reds. Now for a limited time, buy 4 new tires and receive 4 free Reds tickets courtesy of your local Ford dealers. Visit your local participating Ford store for complete info. 0-2 on Fraley. The right-hander's home with the 0-2. And Fraley jumps on it, hammers it high, deep, down the right field line, but he hooked it foul. He knew he was out in front of it, but he hit it a ton.
Jumped out there and got on that breaking ball that he missed on the prior pitch. He was just a tad early.
He'd like to have it back. That was right down the middle. The 0-2 pitch. Backdoor breaking ball hangs outside, and it's a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Fraley waits. Lawrence readies. Slightly bend at the waist, and the 1-2 swing and a miss. Struck him out. Fraley's down on strikes for the first out here in the 6th inning. All right, it's time to make your voice heard. This is where you get to ask us whatever you want to ask us by simply posting on X at Reds Radio Booth. Got another question from the dude today. At Low Key Genius. Wonder if the dude's actually a low key genius. Here's the first pitch to Noelvi Marte, and he tried to check his swing. Did he go? They asked at first. He did. What's your favorite Reds rivalry? Pirates, Cubs, Cardinals, Guardians, somebody else?
Well, even though the Guardians are in state, I don't really see that as rivalry so much.
Not the same, no. Inside, 1-1 on Marte.
I would say Cardinals.
That's the one I think of. He didn't mention it, but I think the Brewers, the 1-1 pitch, swinging a ground ball to third. Kiner Falefa has it. He'll make the play to first just in time to get Marte. And the reason I say the Brewers, because the Reds are going to have to figure out a way to beat them if they're going to have a chance to win this division. And I think if the Reds start to beat the Brewers, that could get pretty fun real quick.
Well, the Reds, at least since I've been back here broadcasting, have had some times where they have worn the Brewers out, even when they were good. But I can't recall a time ever where they have worn out the Cardinals during the season.
Inside, Austin wins, ball 1.
For the entire year. Maybe a series here or there where things have gone well. And I might be missing a time or two, but it just seems like the Cardinals show up, they throw their gloves out on the field, and they claim a win. About tired of that.
I hear you. 1-1 on wins. Right-hander from the belt, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled into the Reds' first base dugout. I mean, a few years ago when it seemed like the Reds and Pirates were fighting every time these two teams got together, that was pretty fun, but I think when you're actually playing for something.
Well, there were some times back in the day, in the Johnny Cueto days, where the Cardinals and the Reds
you got that right.
Had spikes flying on their brawls.
1-2 on Wins. Nobody on, 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch is way off the plate outside. Count is even, 2-2. Base is empty, 2 away. 4-0 Reds, 6th inning. Here's the right-hander's 2-2 pitch. Wins. Pulls it foul. 8th appearance of the year for Justin Lawrence. He's pitched well. Again, the 2-2 pitch. And Wins just takes off the outside corner. That didn't miss by a whole lot, but it's a full count, 3-2. Wins came up with a big hit. He singled in the 5th, and that set the table for a couple of Reds runs. 3-2 pitch.
Cameron Meisner gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone! Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch, his first career home run. Meisner has ended this one in dramatic fashion. First pitch, bottom of the 9th, a walk-off home run. The pride of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Cameron Meisner.
Well, he's left-handed, and he hits this one with authority. That one is out of here. Juan Soto's first home run as a New York Met, a laser, and so many more to come in the next 15 years. Usually doesn't take long for Soto to hit his first home run with a new team. With the Yankees, it was his 3rd game. With the Mets, his 2nd.
Sometimes you gotta let people know what neighborhood you're from. That ball is squared up.
Mackenzie Gore to the mound. Fastball down and in for the strikeout. Down and away. So that's 3 straight and number 5. Oh, that's on the inside edge. 10 strikeouts now.
13 strikeouts. A new Nationals opening day record for Mackenzie Gore. He'll depart the mound to a standing ovation on the first base side. 6 one-hit shutout innings for Gore against the Phillies.
2-1. In the dirt. Gets away. Here comes Hill. He's going to score. 3 wins. 3 walk-offs to start the season.
Kyle, you can't make this stuff up.
What a way to begin.
Milk, grass-fed mice, milked by tiny hands. The perfect drink for Eddie and Rocky.
Eddie and Rocky are your daily afternoon treat with news, guests, laughs, and plenty of your calls.
Monday afternoon at 3
on 700 WLW.
Hunter Green back out for his 7th inning of work. Reds leading the Pirates 4-0. Left-handed hitting Indy Rodriguez to lead it off. Ground ball right back up the middle. De La Cruz is there in time. 1 pitch, 1 out, 1 down. Well, the Reds had De La Cruz played perfectly. All he had to do was just put the glove down. Here's Alexander Canario. He will take a strike over the inside corner. A fastball from Hunter Green. No ball, 1 strike count. Canario 0 for 2. He's hit the ball pretty well both times. And he'll foul this one off to the right side, out of play. I've been rather impressed by this kid thus far. 24 years old. Fly ball, right center field. It's hit deep. Back to the wall is Fraley. He'll make the catch, bump into the wall, and bring it back in, 2 down.
Well, you said he's hit the ball hard. He's hit the ball hard a 3rd time today. That ball was well struck the other way.
And I believe that was a breaking ball that he got a hold of. And Fraley runs it down. 2 down. Here's Adam Frazier. Fastball bullseye over the outside corner. 99 out of the hand of Hunter Green. And again, he is ahead. No balls and a strike to a Pirate batter. Lifted high into the air, shallow down the right field line into foul territory, and it will be off the netting, out of play. just down the right field line beyond the tarp as the stadium wall kind of juts out for the final time and then backs down the right field line. No balls and 2 strikes here to Frazier. And he'll foul this one back. A fastball upstairs. Kind of an emergency swing from Frazier there. And that pitch clocked in at a 101 miles an hour from Green at the top of the strike zone. Back with another 0-2. And again fouled to the left side out of play. And again a triple-digit heater from Hunter Green. A third 0-2 pitch. And it's tapped foul over towards the dugout on the first base side. That was a slider down and in. Frazier's had that unique ability, at least thus far in the ball game, to be able to foul off some of those pitches when he's gotten down in the count. This one lifted into left center field. Moving that way is Lux. He'll make the catch. And that is a 3-up, 3-down, 7th inning. 7 innings of shutout baseball for Hunter Green. Reds leading this one 4-0 over the Pirates, looking for the sweep as we head to the bottom 7 on the Reds Radio Network.
Tree on your roof? Fire damage or flooded basement? Water and storm damage happens fast this time of year. For over 43 years, Hayes & Sons has been restoring water damage in Ohio and Kentucky homes and businesses. They'll help you navigate your insurance claim and get your life back on track. So, when property damage strikes, tell your insurance agent you want Hayes & Sons for your restoration work. For more information, please visit HayesandSons.com.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio, so we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate planning, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Mulch season is here. Mulch America has you covered with triple processed color enhanced mulch offered in black, brown, and red. We also have large amounts of natural mulch available. Check out all of our products at mulchamerica.com.
O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again! The unstoppable opening day machine! Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive year on opening day. This time, he does it in his home country.
Look out in Burnet Bay.
2-1. In the dirt. Gets away. Here comes Hill. He's going to score. 3 wins. 3 walk-offs to start the season.
Kyle, you can't make this stuff up.
What a way to begin the season for the Marlins.
The first place Marlins.
And all the Pirates can do is tuck their tails and get out of town. What a start for this bunch led by Clayton McCullough. They don't care how they're going to win. They'll just find a way to do it.
Regularly since the 2nd inning. And believe it or not, Hunter Green is looking for his first career win against the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he has had some ball. Matter of fact, threw a no-hitter against the Pirates and lost. Didn't give up a hit, lost the game.
That's some tough luck.
I mean, that's bang your head in the wall stuff. Well, the Reds have a chance to add to that 4-0 lead as their leadoff batter, T.J. Friedel, will step to the plate. Looks like the Pirates have a new pitcher on the mound. I believe that's Ryan Borucki. Left-hander with a 6 ERA. This will be his 8th appearance. It'll be Friedel, Espinal, and De La Cruz, the top of the Reds' order, as they try to go to work against a new left-hander. Bunted down the first base line a little too hard. Nice idea by Friedel. And Indy Rodriguez will grab it and tag first, and there's one down.
He hit it right on the line, too, but it was just too firm.
I think for Friedel, when he's bunting that way, the best bet is to bunt it hard at the second baseman.
Right.
Here's Espinal. He's 2 for 3 today. And he will take a first pitch strike over the outside corner. Quickly down, no balls and 1 strike here in the count. Borucki back to the plate. And that will miss just off the outside edge. A changeup.
It appears Espinal is getting on the torpedo train.
Borucki back to the dish. Back to a breaking ball. That's going to miss off the outside edge. 2-1.
Or as some call them, the bowling pin bats.
You know, I don't care if they hit it with the handle, as long as they hit it. The way these fellas are pitching, you just want them to get some runs. Fouled off to the right side. And the Reds have done that here lately. They're starting to put some runs on the board. They do have 6 hits and 4 runs today. Leading at a 4-0 clip. The pitch to the plate just misses off the outside edge.
Do you feel like as the Reds get some more wins, the confidence grows, the at-bats can get a little better, and then maybe the offense catches on a little bit?
Yeah, I think once you get some of your guys healthy and back in the lineup, Austin Hayes, Tyler Stevenson, I think that kind of takes some of the pressure off the others. The 3-2 pitch lifted high into the air, shallow left field, and the shortstop Chang will have it, and there's 2 down.
Reds are hoping to have both Matt McClain and Austin Hayes back by Tuesday. So this lineup could look a lot different once the Reds return after the off day.
Well, here's Ellie De La Cruz. He of the grand slam on his bobblehead night last night. That was rather spectacular. Takes a breaking ball that's going to miss downstairs. It's a 1-ball, no strike count. And I think probably what makes it even more outrageous is that he hit it right-handed. Backdoor breaking ball, 2 balls and no strikes. How many times did we see the opponents bring in a left-handed pitcher in a crucial spot to turn De La Cruz around to the right side last year? Maybe not as many this go-round. Pitch catches the outside corner this time on a 2-0 breaking ball. And it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. 2 down in the inning. De La Cruz trying to reach for Lux, who waits on deck. The 2-1 pitch. That's going to miss down and away, and it's a 3-ball, 1-strike count. Borucki back to the hold, and he'll turn it loose. And he catches the upper outside corner. Actually was given the upper outside corner. Looked like a changeup, and the count is full. 3-2 now to De La Cruz. Here's Borucki. Swing and a miss.
please welcome 2025 National Baseball Hall of Famer, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki. Wow. Great pitch, Ichiro. And congratulations on your well-deserved induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. We cannot wait to celebrate you all season long. O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again! The unstoppable opening day machine. Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive year on opening day. This time, he does it in his home country.
Look out in Burnaby Bay.
Mackenzie Gore to the mound. Fastball down and in for the strikeout. Down and away. So that's 3 straight and number 5. Oh, that's on the inside edge. 10 strikeouts now.
13 strikeouts. A new
Loaded with free Wi-Fi and charging ports, Metro has elevated your transit experience. So why wait? Skip the traffic and parking and make Metro your way to go. Plan your trip today at go-metro.com.
Put some mustard on it. And that pitching change, the ball goes to Ian Jabot.
Can't ask for much more than what Hunter Green gave the Redlegs today. First pitch, Jabot delivers to Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. 2 big, sharp hops up the middle. And it's Espinal behind the bag to field. Twisting throw is in time to get Kiner-Falefa. And there's one down here in the 8th inning as we pause for ID on the Reds Radio Network.
Where to find help from floodwater damage, and lawmakers considering mandatory euthanasia in Ohio for dogs who attack unprovoked. Get the latest after the game on the home of the Reds News Radio, 700 WLW, Cincinnati.
4-0 Reds. Sung-Chae Chang standing in, and he takes off the plate outside for ball 1. 1-0 on Chang, who struck out both times he came up today against Hunter Green. Here's the final line for Hunter. Here's the 1-0 first. And Chang fights it off, fouling it away to the left side. Green went 7 innings of shutout baseball again today. Allowed just 2 hits, struck out 8, walked 1. And Hunter retired the final 17 that he faced. He's now gone 18 2/3 straight scoreless. The 1-1 pitch. Chang lifts it in the air to left, right at the left fielder Gavin Lux. He'll back up to make the catch. 2-men are out. Now Henry Davis. Lux has done a pretty good job out in left field.
I think he's done a good job everywhere he's been.
You got that right.
Did a good job at third. He did a great job at second base.
Now the pitch to Henry Davis. Right in there for a called strike. I was talking to him about left field the other day. He goes, look, I want to make sure that I make all the plays I'm supposed to make out there. And he's done that. The 0-1 pitch to Davis. Swung on, popped up. Oh.
There's an absolute tank. Right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run.
And the question is, without the fans, would have it been a home run?
After review, they're calling the field stands. Home run.
Yeah, like I said, an absolute tank.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lofts one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! Back to back. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes! See ya! Back to back to back. 3-0 Yankees.
Cameron Meisner gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone! Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch.
Specialist in resolving massive IRS problems. If you need tax relief, stop procrastinating and call me now at 513-513-TOPH, 513-513-TOPH. Don't live in fear. TOPH is here.
This is the home of the Reds, 700 WLW.
Left-hander Caleb Ferguson will come out of the Pirate bullpen. He has yet to allow a run in his 7 appearances thus far. 7 innings, 4 hits. He has walked 4 batters, only struck out 3, but opponents hitting a mere 174 against him.
8th inning, Reds are up 4-0. Gavin Lux comes to the plate to lead off the home half. Ferguson brings it home, and Lux takes down and away for ball 1. Reds fans, let's swing for the fences. The next homer by the Reds is the Tickets for Less home run. Score tickets with no fees at ticketsforless.com. The 1-0 pitch to Lux. Swinging a broken bat. Line drive to the first baseman. He'll make the catch. And that's out number 1. Brings up Spencer Steer. Steer was swinging the bat pretty well. Because he was swinging it well over the course of a few ball games, Tito moved him up to the cleanup spot for a couple of days, but that did not go as well. Steer was 0 for 7 in the 2 games he hit behind Ellie. First pitch to Steer is in there for strike called, and the count is 0-1.
That cleanup spot has a tendency to do that to some hitters. We saw it happen to Christian Encarnacion Strand. He was hitting great in the number 7 spot, so much so that they moved him to the 4 spot.
A 1 pitch is lifted to right, back a couple of steps. Canario, he's there, he's got it. 2 down.
And I've seen that for years. Guys I would play with, they'd be moved up to the cleanup spot, and all of a sudden they thought they were Hank Aaron. Well, there's only one Hank Aaron. You move to the cleanup spot because you're consistent on hitting the ball. Just get a hit. Don't try to turn into a home run hitter.
Tamer Candelario up there with nobody on and 2 outs. First pitch to Candelario is on the ground. Softly hit toward third. Charging Kiner Falefa. Fields and throws on the run.
He came off the bag.
They're going to call him out. The Reds may want to challenge that.
You know, I talked about that the other night with Indy Rodriguez at first. He's a catcher, and he comes off way early every time.
I think the whole Reds dugout thought he came off early.
He is going to be safe.
And the Reds do want to challenge. So we'll see if New York agrees.
Cincinnati is challenging the out call at first base.
Oh, it's awfully close. It's very close. It's actually closer than I thought in live speed. He definitely came off right around the time the ball arrived. You know, that's one of those things. You used to see guys do that to try to sell the umpire on a close play. Now you can't really do that anymore because it can be reviewed.
He kept his toe on there, but it sure was close. Worthy of a challenge, especially this late.
Yeah. I don't think we've seen.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is out.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the golf green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
Mackenzie Gore to the mound. Fastball down and in for the strikeout. Down and away. So that's 3 straight and number 5. Oh, that's on the inside edge. 10 strikeouts now.
13 strikeouts. A new Nationals opening day record for Mackenzie Gore. He'll depart the mound to a standing ovation to the first base side. 6 one-hit shutout innings for Gore against the Phillies.
savings game?
Tax-free.
And where do we play it?
I don't know, Daddy.
That's okay, Pumpkin.
Enter to win a $10,000 college savings award at collegeadvantage.com/Reds.
Hey Reds fans, Barry Larkin here. If you're looking for a new car, go straight to Columbia Chevrolet for the best deals in town. You will not strike out with an opportunity like this. Hit a home run and buy better at Columbia Chevrolet.
Tony Santillan will come into the ball game and try to finish it up. This is another Reds Weber's mustard pitching change. Weber's mustard. Let's put some mustard on it.
It'll be the top of the order in Manuel Valdez.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. Valdez, Reynolds, and Cruz.
Doing the best I can over here.
He's doing great. Santillan's first pitch fouled off to the left side. And it's 0-1. 4-0 Reds. They're looking for a series sweep over the Pirates. It's been a minute since the Reds have swept Pittsburgh.
It's been a minute since the Reds swept.
The pitch up and away. Last time they swept the Pirates was August of 2021. That was a 4-game series. So that's been a while. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Valdez. Here's Santillan's 1-1 pitch. Hooked deep but foul down the right field line. The Reds are trying for a first today. They have never beaten the Pirates on a day where Hunter Green started against Pittsburgh. That is unfathomable because Hunter Green has pitched incredibly well against the Pirates.
Yes, he has.
Couldn't pitch much better than what he did today. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Valdez. It's line to right. Jake Fraley moving toward the line. He'll come lunging in to make the catch for the first out of the 9th inning. The win today would also get the Reds right back to 500. Even their record at 8-8. They have won 4 of 5 and 5 of their last 7 entering play today. The Reds came in 2 games back in the division.
And I'll also say this. This is the 9th appearance for Tony Santillan, and we are in game number 16. You can do the math on that.
The pitch, I actually can do that math. That's down and away. Ball 1, 1-0 to Brian Reynolds.
That's not pretty math.
Pretty heavy workload.
That's up in the 80s.
The 1-0 pitch to Reynolds. Fouled left side. What was the most games you pitched in a year?
I don't think I ever pitched in 70 games, so just under 70.
1 ball, 1 strike.
But I was hard-headed, probably like those guys were. Hey, I'm ready. Put me in. I didn't care.
Now the 1-1.
That's why my shoulder's metal.
Fouled back. You know, you should have had that done before you got to the big leagues. Then you would have been invincible.
Yeah.
The invincible shoulder. Here's the 1-2. Reynolds takes low. The day started with the Cubs at the top of the division. Scores around the league brought to you by FanDuel. Swing for the fences and join FanDuel today. Official partner of the Reds. They play tonight, do the Cubs, against the Dodgers in L.A. Brewers and Diamondbacks are getting started in about a half hour. The pitch is off the plate outside. Cardinals leading the Phillies 2-0, bottom of the 6th. 3-2 pitch to Reynolds. Strike 3 called, got him looking. Beautiful pitch. Reynolds didn't think so. He thought it was ball 4, and he is slowly walking back to the Pirate dugout trying to bite his tongue. It was right on the outside corner. Really good pitch from Santillan. It's 9 strikeouts by Reds pitchers today.
You know, that pitching thing, you just get it while you can get it. You got a short window of performance, and you just deal with the.
O'Neill Cruz swings the first pitch. Slow roller to Ellie. He's got it. Fires to first in time, and that's it. Reds win it 4-0. They blanked the Pirates this afternoon here at Great American Ballpark. They sweep the 3-game series, and the Reds are 500, 8-8. First time the Reds have swept the Pirates, as I mentioned before, since August of 2021. And for the first time in his career, Hunter Green beats the Pittsburgh Pirates. 4-0 final score, Reds over Pittsburgh. We'll be back to wrap it up right after this on the Reds Radio Network.
When the Reds are hot, you get tots. BetMGM wants to help you celebrate a Reds homestand victory. Swing by the BetMGM Sportsbook with your homestand ticket for a free side of tots if the Reds win their homestand. The fun doesn't have to end with the 9th inning, because when the Reds are hot, you get tots only at the BetMGM Sportsbook. 21 plus and present in Ohio, subject to eligibility requirements. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER in partnership with MGM Northfield Park.
Tommy Thrall, voice of the Reds.